Episode 165, and I'm up and about, Tassie, MArto, I'm up and about because not only is it grand final week and we nearly got the meltdown, Taz. How you feeling, mate?
I'm feeling all right. I'm still proud and still blue, but I'm still wearing it. I did take it off, had to get it washed, and it's back on again, but it is what it is.
Are you proud?
Good luck to Brisbane. I'm super proud. How can you not be?
Should be. Jesus, they
how
come
could
from
you not
15th to finish top 4 in the competition. That's an
good on you,
incredible thing.
MArto. Tassie needs all the support and love. Get around him, that's right. I think it's pathetic.
Well, he's done a lot better than what we have.
In a preliminary final and you lose.
Oh, sorry, homeless kangaroo supporter.
Oh.
Sorry that Clarko's come back and everyone wants to leave again. Sorry.
No. Now, Rats, we say goodbye to Kevin Brown. We say goodbye to after 10 years of ruining our club. Yep. And, of course, I thought the AFL was a bit light on our selections, our little draft package. I thought it could have been a bit more 2019 Gold Coast style, MArto.
Well, you've asked for an extra pick this year and another 2 extra picks next year.
Well, we're going to draft them.
I guess you need all the help you can get.
Because we're going to be too good. We're going to draft them out this year.
Right.
Anyway,
big news. You were going to win eight games this year.
Well, we only missed. Well, we should have won against Sydney. That was a joke.
Halfway there.
Like to see.
Pezza.
Yeah.
Can we give North Melbourne the amount of time they deserve, which is very little? So let's move on.
Yeah, we're pretty irrelevant until it comes to the draft season. Then we become very relevant. Anyway, but the big news is
got everyone talking.
Tone's still stepping out because he's Tone, but we've got the great man himself. Now, this man, seriously, Lance Wickham, I've never met a better bloke, seriously. You know, you think MArto's a good bloke, you think Taz is a good bloke, you think I'm a good bloke. This bloke, we pale in comparison. Lance, welcome to the show from where are you?
Mate, good old Ipswich Town. Thanks for having me, mate. Jesus, you're scraping the barrel, I've got to say. Did Barney have to go to his parole meeting?
Well, Barney, Taz, thoughts?
Yes. Well, I actually thought that it was going to be Barney today, but I guess Wicko probably knows that he was at his parole meeting. But you're in Ipswich, so does that make you like me, a tractor boy? Because the Ipswich that I follow, we're on top of the championship. So good for you. Welcome aboard.
There you go, mate. Yeah, I actually follow Blackpool, so they're in big strife, but anyway.
Welcome aboard.
That's old Chris Munt's country out there, isn't it?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he's got
injecting horses and feeding them coke and giving them Oh, good on you, mate. Good to see you.
Hey, Lance,
mate.
Now, Wick, you got a bit of a story. You got a bit of history in horse racing, and you're another rReef Casino alumni, which we all are, and MArto's still flying the flag up there. But you do have a history in horse racing, Lance?
Yeah, my mate, I always loved the horse racing, and the missus, old man used to train in Toowoomba, and he got a third once. So it's a lot of family. Greg Laffey was his name, yeah.
Greg Laffey got a third once.
The third once in Toowoomba, yeah. Listen,
did you tip it that day? Did you tip it?
Back in '83, I think it was. So yeah, a bit before me time, but yeah, we all love the punt though. Win, lose or draw, don't we? It's just
now, win, lose or draw. You do have a bit of a story, Lance. How did you get involved with this magnificent beast for the Kiwi Swede and Bjorn Baker, music magnate?
Wow, can you believe it? A mate from Brizzy Casino, he actually, his name's Dom Fitzgerald. He used to be a screw at Pentridge. So his old man played for Geelong, actually.
Oh.
So I think he calls himself Geelong Royalty.
Oh.
I forget his old man's name.
Yeah, Larry.
I'm not sure. But yeah, he got us into that. 10% with the boys, and first ever horse I owned, and look at that. Group 1, unbelievable, hey?
Group 1. Now, mate, this was a big day, 2016, Doomben 10,000. Your beautiful white there in the blue cotif, I don't know if that's the right word, with the Kiwi Swede. This poor bastard wouldn't have known what happened to him when the Gatton queen, the Gatton Spud queen, Of when?
Spud Queen, that's right. Yeah.
When did Laff win the Gatton?
Yeah, I think
Spud Queen?
SQ92, I think it was. Yeah, Spud Queen 92.
Spud.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. 20 kilos of Idaho's. Fair income. How good is she going?
Spud Queen.
He was the Spud Queen
Wow.
of Gatton, and Laff, she pins that on her chest very proudly. Now, what happened to the Kiwis?
I've never heard of.
What happened that night, Lance? Did Laff just basically assault this man?
Well, actually, he had to piss off back to Sydney, but Jimmy Cassidy was the Bogues ambassador, and he hung around, and we smashed a few Bogues down. So it was just a great night. Yeah, the pumper. Yeah, yeah.
Wow,
Was he honest fellow? Obviously,
Jimmy Cassidy.
very honest. He would have been there, just buying drinks for everyone, because that's what people that are well connected do.
That's right. Yeah, I think we paid for his cab home, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure he had the jigger in his back pocket, thinking he's on Might and Power again. Anyway, but what a great experience. This was your first horse, and you get into a Group 1 Music Magnate, wins over $1 million. Went to Dubai too, the World Cup, yeah?
That's right. Yeah. A few of the boys went over for that. They couldn't believe it. Yeah, just great experience. But not sure how good it was for the horse. But at least, what do? You go for these things, I guess. Hey,
Could have been at the end of its career then. Could have been at the end.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Did it end? I mean, I know that these days, because I heard this on the radio, that with race horses and stuff and greyhounds, you have to register them when they're killed. So there's no, tucker box or PAL or anything anymore. Yep. They've got to be done properly when they die. Whatever happened to Music Magnate? Was he eaten by some Alsatian in a can, or was he looked after?
No, he's actually on a property down near Lawn. So one of the 10% of the boys, Ian's his name. He looks after him down there. So
of course he is.
Nice.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound like he went to my uncle's farm?
Yes, sitting in a glue pot in some kindergarten somewhere.
That's beautiful. Well, get down to bloody
that's
Soy
great.
River. Let's go.
Time and put them in the pack.
Probably Dangerfield rides it from Moggs Creek.
Yeah,
that's funny.
But how good. I don't think this is going to come through, so I'm not even going to try. But Music Magnate, Doomben 10,000, Group 1, $250,000, I think it was. And look who's in the Courier Mail there, in the blue and the bloody striped tie.
Wow, there you go.
Gatton royalty.
It's very slimming, so we'll take that.
What's that?
It's very slimming, that photo, so I'm happy.
Just out of curiosity, I know that I'm looking at this picture for probably the first time. It's good to see that you boys all got the blue shirt memo out. Was that the colours or something?
That's it. The old $3 tyres from Hong Kong.
Hey, looks, and you got the horsey in the background. That's awesome. Well done.
Yeah,
love hearing about blokes that win plenty. How much do you owe now? how much did this set you back? Being part of a $250,000 and $1 million plus to now an addicted degenerate.
So the boys had 10%, and he cost 45 grand. So what's that?
Jeez,
I'm working.
I can't work it
out.
That's
So 450, I think, for 1%, and it was like $10-15 a week.
That's amazing.
Would you get involved again? Have you been involved again?
For sure, we've been involved in a few, and I think they're due to race before they turn 6. So I've been brought back to the.
Oh, that's good. You obviously New Zealand trained the way they do. They wait till they get them right, all that sort of stuff. Don't start until 4. Yours have had a few setbacks, but that's okay.
Is the Kiwi Swede's old man, Murray Baker, coming out of retirement?
Oh, wouldn't you love it? Good old Murray.
Mate. Good old Murray, mate. Now, you do have a love for an older trainer. Now, can you please explain the love of Bart Cummings? Where did that come
Oh,
from?
mate, just fantastic. Just look at the record. Just so many memories, and I know the calendar's different nowadays, isn't it? But yeah, we could pick when he was going to come good, right? But like clockwork, couldn't we? McKinnon into the cup.
And then me and you moved
Fantastic.
on to AJ, the son, but now the grandson looks the better trainer than the old James.
Yeah, like you say, the Blue Battlers. Geez,
Blue
they
Battlers,
do it
yeah.
tough, don't they?
Yeah, they do it tough. It's like Joey Pride. It's like take over Target, living in the caravan at the track. The Blue Battlers, they, talking about the Blue Battlers, what about Coolmore just coming in and buying Strawberry Hill stud farm for 30 mil? Good to see.
Not bad income.
Good to see Jerry Harvey just doing it tough. Good to see,
Do you think that might have been cash too? Like 30-day settlement cash? I can imagine it.
Harvey got out of racing and he sold basically sold off every horse. I think he's kept only a couple. He got 15.5 million selling off all his interests in the horse racing. That doesn't include the farm, of course. So good to see Jerry Harvey doing it tough.
How's Tinkler going? Does anyone know? Oh, sorry.
That's a name I don't think anyone's heard. I think when we heard that, we thought you were saying how's Tickler going, and it's like, well, we don't want to talk about Barney's habits here now, do we?
Talking about Barney, Mornington race 7, I think, Mr. Tickles. Jesus Christ, Jace.
Mr. Tickles, yes.
He's still looking for his skin suit, so be careful, girls up there. I tell you what, please do your research. All the backpackers and all that watching the show. If you see it on the couch, like advertisement for Trinity Beach, stay well clear because you'll be putting lotion on the skin.
Do everyone a favour, pull that sign down and put it in the bin.
Yeah, that's right. Does he still own the Newcastle Knights? What's going on there? Anyway, all right, we'll move on. Pezza's Push, Red Wave, absolutely shitty. Rowick, worst run of its career. I thought I was a genius. Come third in the cup last year. Think it's going to do any good. No good. Piss off. Put a line through it.
Giving up on him.
Yeah,
the Greek Freak.
It's terrible.
Taz is back.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think it's my time of year again. I've let you guys have the stage, and it's about time to reclaim it. You had an opportunity to shine. You wasted that opportunity. Well, sorry, boys, I'm back. How good was it? Mapped exactly as I said. Jamie, who was it, Pezza? Jamie who?
Jamie
Carr. Jamie Carr. Perfect ride, textbook ride. Got a good price as well.
Did you watch,
hopefully a few people
a lot of Jamie's rides that day? Did you notice anything Nunthorpe about him? Did you realise?
All I care, right?
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
No, I disagree with you. I
At
still
the 400 metre mark, she hits the front. Praise.
100%, Pezza, I agree.
Thank you,
if she rides 6 of them the same way, eventually one of them is going to win, right?
Yeah.
All right.
But she didn't give it a train.
That's okay.
I was screaming.
Yeah, it was a treat.
Keep it going, James. Straight to the
I
bar.
thought it was well placed there, Taz. Well done for picking that one out, mate, and well done for getting the prize. I mean, it should have been a lot shorter in that sort of race, but well done there, Taz. You're flying the flag last week for us, mate.
That's all we can do.
MArto stiff.
We'll try to back up.
Alabi, the terrorist.
Nabbed on the line. Oh, my God. I think Joe Moreira thought he had the race run before it was over.
Yeah.
It just got pinched on the line.
Yep.
Close, but not good enough.
Mate, I've got an idea for you.
Yes.
When Athabaskan runs again, try not to tip in that race.
Bastard's got me twice, hasn't it?
Now, Lance,
John O'Shea.
MArto does stand on a high box when the chest is out, the knees are knocked, the toes are pigeoned. He does stand up and gets behind his tip and his thought. And he told us all, as guessing a one-hit wonder, can't win again, no good. Get in the queue. We're all in the queue, and we hit the line with the Magic Man. And who was coming down the outside? I reckon bloody Darren Flindell had a bit of fucking money on it because he was pretty up and about it.
He was screaming at home.
I'm like, oh, fuck. MArto. Fuck.
Bloody John O'Shea again, you prick.
Yeah. But
Big win.
It's not funny.
Like, it's amazing because it was written completely opposite. So it's obviously got some talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think some of that juice was left over from the last start, maybe.
Right.
Here we go.
On the beers with Darren Weir. There we go. Now, Lance, I know you're a very smart and a learned man. Taz, no good. 0-2 from the quaddie, mate. How you going?
Me?
Yeah, you've had 2 tips in the last 2 quaddies. No good.
Oh, I'm sorry that I've been beaten by rank outsiders.
Right.
I'm sorry that I've had the toughest race in the quaddie legs. I'm sorry that I'm not putting 9 horses in like the Ipatsu. I'm sorry.
See, got that violin, mate.
Hey, Lance, how easy is the Epsom? Really, seriously.
Well, I'm just glad MArto's out of his calipers. I'm happy to see that.
MArto, out of his calipers. Here we go. The inevitable. One of Pezza's favourite horses that I can never catch.
Yeah, well, up from Tassie, this thing is a 1,600-metre superstar.
Wow.
Consider that he was about a length back from Mr. Brightside in the All-Star Mile earlier this year.
Right.
Last start, actually ran the hands off the clock and running home and almost got Golden Mile, which I tipped in that race. You got close to me, Pezza, very, very close. This race over 1,600, even better. They've, why not? No one else is going to do it. But, look, they've flown up David, I think it's Pies, I think it's how you say it.
Big name.
Perez.
David Perez.
No, big name jockey. The big name. The money for hire guy. Yeah.
It's the money jockey from Tasmania.
From Tassie. 2 heads are better than 1.
6 wins from 7 starts. 6 wins from 7 starts on this horse, so he knows it well. And the inevitable, absolutely screaming out for the 1,600 again. I wouldn't be surprised if he runs the hands off a clock again. Last 600-metre split, so you watch out.
Mate, David Perez, I tell you what, there's no better jock rider in the Apple Isle, and they call him the King of King Island, but I tell you what, you got like the Magic Man Moreira, you got J-Mac, David Perez, there's no shadow. He stands. Yeah,
I agree. Hoping your heart's a little bit of a worry, but I think it probably wants a wet track.
Get out of it. That's an old tone tip. No.
I think it wants a wet track. On the dry track, no.
What about Kovalika?
No, my worry here is pounding. Pounding showing up at a price. That's my little worry here. No, not Kovalika. Nugget probably outclassed. But I'm on the inevitable. If I'm going to have a bet in the Epsom, I want to be on the inevitable the way he ran home last start. MArto
says it can't win. Beautiful. Here we go. There we go. I should have put that up a little bit earlier. I think we're going to talk about one you like a bit later on, Lance. I think you like a Blue Butler in the race.
Yeah, she's rough, but any price I win of $21, I'll take that. But drawing the car park, that's my worry.
There we go. Taz, do you think MArto's got a problem of choosing the hardest race in Australia to put a bet on?
No, I don't think it's a problem.
Do you think his club is so small or so big that he has to choose a race where there are multiple chances?
You say it's a hard race. I don't think it's that difficult. I just think you get a great price.
Pezza
won the field.
Yeah, look, I think what MArto does is he gets the darts out and he just throws them at the board and says, "Which race do I bet on?" Boom.
Well, okay, I'm going to give you a little backstory. And when he misses the board,
he then picks the hardest
race. I'll give you a little you've done well. This is why I'm tipping in the Epsom this week, because last week in the Golden Rose, I was all over militarized, and I didn't tip it out to you boys. And you would have said it was a hard race in the Golden Rose. I was all over militarized for a long time out, and he's going to the Caulfield Guineas, and he'll win that as well. Militarized versus the party. So this week, I'm tipping out, the inevitable in the Epsom.
Now, we've gone from the hardest race in the Epsom in Australia to probably choose a Wimpinger winner to probably one of the easiest. Now, Mornington race.
I can't believe the price it's come in.
Lady Dido.
Lady Dido. I can't believe this is second up, but I tell you what, I did get the bigger price. and I'm pretty happy about it. But look, this horse maps sensationally again. What sort of pushed me this way is that good old Frosty has jumped off the price favourite in Miss Glory to ride Lady Di.
Oh.
Now, Lady Di I think it was early in the year, in March, ran down the straight behind What You Need and Benedetta. Was only beaten about 5 lengths. Now, they're two premier sprinters that I'm sure, I think What You Need we might even see later this week or next week. But anyway, I think it maps well. It's tough. It can sit outside the pace. I think Frosty will just jump it, and depending on whether the pace is coming from the inside, he'll either position outside the leader or just tuck in behind them and just press the button down the straight and say, thank you very much.
Can you believe this guy, Lance? Last week he's picked the easiest pick of the week in Nunthorpe, and now he's done the same thing again with Lady Di.
But
see how Taz works here, Lance?
Shitty runs.
No, hang on. Pezza, what are we supposed to do on this show? Are we supposed to tip winners, or do we tip horses that we think will win?
Any price a winner.
That's right, because MArto's saying I'm looking for the easiest races to tip winners. There's nothing wrong with that if they're winning. I'm sorry if they're winning.
MArto picks the hardest.
I'm sorry, MArto. MArto picks the hardest race and becomes the first loser. First loser. Well done, MArto.
MArto, why don't you just choose a BM64 next week or something? Like, give us a bit of chance, mate.
Let's look for a maiden winner that won by 6 lengths and jump into a benchmark 58.
There we go.
Lance, can you just tell MArto the truth? Word him up.
MArto, you've got nuts, and I'm happy to back you in, buddy. $6 is a good price, I reckon. Yep.
Cheers, brother.
Hey, Lance.
Didn't even mention Taz. I like that.
What do you think about Cliff Brown, the trainer?
The Brown, Cliffy?
No, what's
Cliff
Lance?
Brown.
Mate. Oh.
Hang on, my eyes are shot. Who's training it?
Cliff Brown.
Oh, big rap on Cliff. Good bloke. Good bloke. He speaks fluent Mandarin too.
Oh, there you go.
Which is perfect. And, didn't he go overseas for a while and then come back?
Another one. Okay, another one.
Did he?
More venom. We need more venom.
We've got local track knowledge.
0 from 2. Come on, big boy.
Come on, Taz.
I'm not the first leg, so don't worry about it. I mean, seriously, I've got some really good, insightful stuff for you this week.
How good's the Phantom? Phantom?
Oh, stands 2 out, goes bang.
The Phantom just goes, think about it. Get on. The Sydney quaddie. Think about it. Get in the queue. And then he's gone down to Zapateo. He said the Phantom. He goes, I only need 1. But he said, I'll throw in the 10 and hope it gets beat. The Blue Butler.
Yeah, the Blue Butler Zapateo.
Pezza, I got a message from the Phantom, and you know what he said to me?
Oh, what did the Phantom say? The ghost who walked.
He said, is there really anything to think about?
Oh.
Yeah, well.
So he was very cryptic.
The Phantom's a bit
unbeaten, 5 from 5, going into the Everest.
The Phantom's a bit martyrish. When he's locked on, he's locked on. He gets a bit chesty, a bit peacocky. Oh. Feathers come out with the Phantom.
3-unit win.
Yeah.
Hard to see. Think about it getting beat in this race, but might be a little bit vulnerable in prep for the Everest in a couple of weeks.
Those colours, the green with the black, very prolific for the Hoisted trainer up in Brizzy. They've got a couple running up there too. It could be a big day for those silks because they got Naval Trader and everything up in North too. So follow the green and the black.
Yeah, right. Yes.
The big green dot. Taz 358 10 13. There you go. You left out the Blue Butler.
Correct. I did leave it out only because of where it's drawn. But having said that, MArto summed up the 3. So yeah, I've got it in my numbers.
Okay.
Converge, I think Converge dropping a few kilos. Yep. Better suited up to 1600. Throw it in. Hope in your heart. I don't care what MArto says, whether it needs a wet track or not. And you know what? We might even still get a wet track if that's the case. But I think it has to go in. Kovalika for me. I'm a fan of this, and I'm a fan that it's dropping back in weight. This horse has won 6 out of 10. I don't think its first up run was that bad. and my roughie is communist. Just 2 runs this prep, and whilst it looks like donuts, it was only beaten 4.5 and 3.5 lengths. That's my knockout chance. That's it. And I'll give you numbers. 3 plus 5 equals 8. 8 plus 5 equals 13. 13 take away 8 equals 5. 10 plus 3 equals 13. The numerology is all there. That's
there it is. No, you can't lose now.
Another easy race for Tazz.
What's that?
Sorry, guys.
Another easy pick for Tazz this week.
Yeah, another easy race.
Thanks, mate. Yep.
Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if he's 0-3.
Look, and I wouldn't be surprised if I'm 0-3
Oh.
So, Palmy, if you're out there following me, put a line through these 5. MArto loses as well. How good are we going?
Get on the 6. Get on the battler.
Golden mile from Carpa.
Pezza's got the Metropolitan. Historically, statistically, one of the hardest races to tip in. But this year, I've been given a bit of a leg up with Just Fine. Just Fine should be just fine. But I don't mind Chrissy Lee's in one of these big races. Calipour at the Newcastle Newmarket got too far back. It's a big swooper and loves to run home. And Kieran McAvoy's riding the lights out now. I know MArto doesn't rate Kieran too much, but geez, he's riding all right recently.
He is riding right.
Yeah. So
but
Just Fine,
I think
beyond the speed, stalk, run away.
100%.
And if not, the 10's going to be running home. And I'm sure there's venom in this race, Tazz.
There is venom. Venom comes in 2 forms.
Perfect.
It comes in Future History and in Cleveland. Future History was scratched last week, and I think it's been saved for this race. And Cleveland, if you look at its sectionals, whilst it was out the back and it may not have looked good, the clock will tell you differently. Both these horses come from overseas. Both these horses have settled here for their second preps, and both these horses are here for bigger fish to fry.
You think Cleveland
right.
come back at all? Like, it's pretty shit. Always.
Yeah,
shit.
it is.
That's all right. Gold Trip's only won 2 races in Australia.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty shit too, isn't it?
Oh, that's not
I think if there's any rough danger in this race, Pezza, I think Major Beal, if you get a wet track, not too wet, but if you get a soft 5 or 6, I think Major Beal with Timmy Clark on running out front from barrier 5 might be a touch. Well, in the exotics anyway, but Just Fine just wins this.
Lance, any venom?
I have to agree with MArto, so that really worries me.
Oh dear.
But yeah, Major Beal, I don't mind either. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
And
then MArto, you've got 2, 6, 7, 8, and 18 in the last. We've thrown in the 7 for you, even though you said it was a sub. But hopefully,
well, I was going to scrub it. I just think Cabau's a bit vulnerable, and I couldn't jump into $2.35. We haven't found his ceiling yet, and he is stepping up in grade again. He only just fell over the line last start. Recommendations, I'm not too worried about barrier 13. He sort of gets in and takes a sit a few pairs back. It's certainly a good chance here. Knight's Choice has got the form on the board, but first up, well, a little bit of question mark. If he's ready, he'll challenge. Cabau's a favourite. You've got to chuck him in. 18 down the bottom. Lightweight Airman with Zach Lloyd on. He's already coming in with 53 kilos, so they're not claiming with Zach Lloyd. They don't need to. Draws very well and maps very well as well. I think Airman's probably the challenge in this race to recommendations.
Yeah, I've got a bit of watch on the Kiwi Swede in Way to Go. Of course, it's up in class.
Oh, yes.
This is an open race, and it should be interesting to see how it goes because put the 3 together in lower grades. So obviously, the Kiwi Swede.
Yep.
Solid on board, you never know, but I reckon you got to. Lance, the Phantom wins because the Phantom's the Phantom. Pezza wins because he's Pezza, and MArto, he's the wanker.
Absolutely.
I'm just a bit worried about Tassie's leg, to tell you the truth, Lance.
I'm glad he's thrown in the 7. Extremely lucky. I've just got a feeling. I don't know why. I've got nothing.
It's not a lot of form. It just It just sort of came up in my numbers, so I had to have it in.
Yeah, no, the beauty of extremely lucky is that's the way MArto likes to be. So it's better to be lucky than astute. Now, I can tell you about this horse, but this horse, won in South Australia originally. And it was unbelievable. And it's never lived up to the hype.
South Australia.
Yeah,
Okay.
but good luck.
because it
Well
won
done.
in South Australia.
Well done, MArto. The fan and Pezza gets us away. We just hope and pray Taz is onto something in the second leg. Recommendations,
Take the
Pezza's
field.
pushed the dispenser. He's gone with the Victorian horse, the Raider, the Victorian Raider, coming up for the Mar Eustace team. Johnny Allen loves to win a winner in the last. I tell you what, this horse is very, very good, MArto. It should have won 2 starts ago at the Valley.
Absolutely.
It was an absolute butcher. And then it won last start at the Valley over 12. It's a 1,200-metre horse, MArto Tazz. It only gets the 1,200. It doesn't do anything else. It only runs a 1,200-metre.
That's right.
And the thing about this horse is that it can do it both ways. Last start it led from pillar to post at $1.50 at the Valley. The start before that, it got way too far back, went for the run on the inside, got absolutely slaughtered, butchered. Then it finally got out and missed by a lip. I reckon it's a little bit of a raid here. It's a raid. And from 13, we can go straight to the front or we can take the sit. We can do whatever we want because it's up to Johnny Allen to make the decisions and we have trust in the Irishman. What do you guys think?
Absolutely.
Take it on
100%
Cabot.
love.
Take it on Cabot. Don't rate it.
That's right. Neither do I. But absolutely love that Mar Eustace have brought up Johnny Allen to ride this thing in Sydney.
Absolutely.
Very, very big chance. Yep. For every reason that you've mentioned, mate.
I think it's in the numbers. I think it's in my numbers.
Right.
I think you're a big chance, and
Thanks, mate.
hopefully it wins for the quaddie.
But no one will be watching anyway because the footy bill.
Oh no, well, no,
You
degenerates.
get the
will be
phone
watching.
updates.
Yep. What do you
it's
think,
called channel
Lance? What do you
surfing.
think, mate? Recommendation is a recommendation.
For sure. If the Pies are winning, I might sneak a peek. But and I also like Kieran Maher's haircut as well. He's looking pretty dapper now.
Pretty dapper now, yeah. You're right there. Now, Lancey's Luculent. Now, you might not know what Luculent means. Lancey's Luculent. Lancey's Luculent. Here we go. Luculent. Clearly expressed and easy to understand, indicating a high level of clarity and precision in communication. Lucid. The Luculent explanation provided by the professor in the complex topic was Luculent to comprehend. Well, there we go. Lucy's Luculent. Yeah, I could have come up with a better word.
Perspicuous. Oh, fantastic.
That's incredible.
I could have come up with a better word. But anyway, it is what it is. Mornington, race 6, number 9, Blue Battler.
Blue Battler, mate. I've been reliably informed that he's just been gelded, lightweight. So we're ripping in.
Ripping in. Now, Pantelone, do you know what
I'm still in
Pantelone
the
means?
under there, Taz. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, it's a Greek word.
Pantelone, do you know what Pantelone
Pantelone.
means?
Yeah, trousers.
Means no, it means like it can mean an old fart. There we go.
No, it's a Greek word. Pantelone in Greek.
Right.
Pantelone in Greek is trousers.
There we go.
So I just hope that Lance doesn't get pantsed.
Oh.
No, I'm with you, Lance. I like him first up after a gelding operation. I did have trouble getting over the line first when he was an entire, but maybe with the ultimate gear change, he might find the line first.
He might be running a
Blue taking on Barney and Mr. Tickles.
Well,
like
taking Mr. Pickles there. Barney's old omen bet there. So Mr. Tickles, good luck. At Mornington, who cares? But the Mornington Cup's on. But Pantelone, there we go. There we go.
It's a great chance. Real big chance. I like this horse a lot.
All right, boys. We might leave it there and then come back and talk about what we really want to talk about. And that's the AFL Grand Final. And what a night for Brisbane Town. I tell you what, if the Lions get over the line against the Pies, and then Sunday night, the Brizzy Broncos do what they do best.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow, to be in Ipswich.
God's country.
Now, will there be riots? Will there be riots or looting? We're not sure, Lance.
What are those? What do they call them when you drink the wine bottles? You know, when you not the boxes and you take the bags out of them. They call them. Well, you know that's what in Ipswich they'll be out in the streets with those bags, just drinking those the Rieslings and stuff, or the Sputleys Lexias.
Yeah,
and they're inflatable pillows, aren't they?
I can't say gin handbag anymore, can I?
We used to use them as floaties in the pool.
No, the kids, mate. The kids will have a footy for a couple of days. They'll be wrapped. But you don't want to kick the old. You don't want to kick the nozzle.
All I know is I hope they win.
Chateau de cardboard. There we go. The Fruity Lexia. I come from a very affluent background when Fruity Lexia was cocktail of the month. And top shelves was a bit of Stone's green ginger.
Passion pop.
Oh, I tell you what.
No, that's what the girls had.
People were knifed over a West Coast cooler.
Oh, the old West Coast cooler.
Love the West Coast cooler.
Well, that's where music.
Did you ever try Nickels, Pezza?
What's that?
And vodka and orange flavoured cask wine, the Nickels.
Yes,
Did you ever
the
get that?
Oh,
The Nickol vodka.
Oh, do you
How
remember
good.
that?
The Nick. Yeah.
I'm getting thirsty. I'm getting thirsty right now.
Nickol, the vodka and tang. Oh, loved it. Now remember, everybody, Music Magnate.
Chins.
Music Magnate's down at the farm, overlooking lawn, like in a beautiful green field.
Absolutely loving life.
Loving life.
Nice paddock running around.
What's that?
I'll send you a photo.
Oh,
He's now grey with
here's a brown horse in a paddock.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's grey now though. It's grey, so I'll just take a photo of Sub-Zero.
It's a bit blackish. The blackish horse in a paddock. There it is, Pez. Oh, thanks, mate. Hey, why does it say crop? Interesting. Okay. We're going to come back straight away. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about the footy. Let's go. Thank you, Lancey. Good to see you, mate. Tassie, see you in a minute. MArto.
Yeah, but
Yep, back soon.
Yeah, guys.
Let's go.
Let's go. Here we go, boys. Here we go. Welcome back. And we're right into it because we're up and about because it's the AFL Grand Final, the NRL Grand Final. And talking about the NRL Grand Final, MArto, there's only one good thing about it. You know what that is?
What's that?
It's at night time.
It's an evening grand final match on a Sunday.
Yep.
All the Queenslanders get the Queen's birthday on the Monday so we can have a barbecue and chug back a few cans and enjoy the footy. If you're into that.
I know we're going to talk footy very soon, but I know I'm probably in the minority because I hate the 2:30 start for a fucking AFL Grand Final because you can't see the ball for fucking 3/4.
The sun's too bright.
Oh my God, the shadows.
And Eddie Maguire wants to put a roof on the MCG, so that might be fixed in a few years.
It's atrocious. It's our biggest game of the year.
I agree.
And you can't see the football for 3/4. Now, Taz, I'm scared this weekend because it's going to be 29 degrees and sunny. We are in trouble.
Well, it's not the first time that we've had a hot grand final. I mean, you are nearly 50 years of age. I'm sure there have been warm days for grand final days. It's not the first time. And it's not the first time that, you know, maybe there's a bit of sun glare and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I think you're just whinging.
I don't think so, Am. I think, you know, 90% of our finals are played under lights, and I think it's ridiculous that we're holding on to the
all of them under
2:30 start. It's absolutely.
I don't disagree with you, but what I'm saying is, until the tradition is broken, just deal with it. But
I do think that we should never move the Melbourne Cup from the first Tuesday in November. So I am a bit of a hypocrite. But anyway, $410 if we all line up. Good luck, Pantelone.
Sweet.
That's it.
Now,
how about
Lance, welcome to the team at the bank.
What's that, Lance?
Are you keen for Kiss at halftime or Nicky Webster at the NRL?
Oh, mate, Nicky Webster. Like, can you imagine Kiss in the daylight? Like, what? Where's Paul
Stanley, Gene Salmons?
Hang on. Have you seen how good Nicky Webster looks these days?
Yeah.
She's grown into a very magnificent, well-looked after young lady.
Wow.
Fantastic.
That's very PC of you.
Right.
Hey, MArto, you ready? 1, 2, 3. It's a knockout.
It's a knockout.
That's the name.
That's the name.
It's a knockout.
It's a knockout.
That's the game.
That's the game.
Name of the game.
Yes.
That's it. There we go.
Here we go.
All over the place. Well, we got there.
I think just filmed in Ipswich too, wasn't it, Lance?
Billy J. Smith's buried out here. Yeah.
It's the hometown hero.
Oh, sorry.
What's Ipswich famous for, other than alcohol
Chris-
and unemployment?
Chris Muntz. When I think of Ipswich, that's what I think of, Chris Muntz.
Thanks, Marto. I was actually asking Lance, but thank you.
Lance,
Actually, Muncie's mum's pretty famous out here too.
oh, is
There you
she?
go.
For what
You're on
reason?
the right track.
Is
Oh.
she famous as in almost famous, or famous as in, hey, how's Muncie's mum going?
I'm flying by the seat of my pants. Sorry, dude.
Hey, Lance, I can see a bit
Yeah, mate.
behind you. You've got a window there in the background. Is that right?
Yeah, that's it, mate. Yep.
No
It's
bars?
actually pissing down here at the moment.
No bars?
Sorry?
No bars? Like,
It's the only window in the house without them.
you are a gambler.
Come and get me.
MArto, Mornington, I think it might be VR, not MR, but anyway, VR might be not MR. Race 4, number 2, Magical
Yes.
Land.
Race 4, number 2. We picked a terrible race. I mean, $4 a favourite, probably should be $6 a favourite.
Right.
Magical Land, no real form around it. You've just asked me to pick a roughie, so I picked something that's down in grade. It's got 2 sevens next to it. That's got to be lucky. And, well, with Bo Merton's on from barrier 1, I guess we're every chance at $17.
All right. 777 might be even more luckier. But anyway,
Yes.
Tazzy, here we go. Big boy standing
Oh,
tall.
my
Yeah,
Lord.
look, winning form is good form. This horse actually won at $1.24 last start, and it did run third, behind Pushy, who's in the same race, and is at $6.
Oh,
So how can you have a horse that just gets beaten,
Yep.
and that horse is $6, and this one here is 51?
I've got no idea.
I think
I agree with those
Annabelle
prices.
Neesham with the Hieronymus or whatever his name on it, big chance.
You agree with both riders. I'm surprised. And drawn beautifully in 5.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow.
So I said, if you like
Wow.
Pushy, you've got to like this. That's all I'm going to say. And the market likes Pushy.
Okay.
The market does like Pushy, but
Uh,
yeah, Pushy has had previous wins. But,
Pezza's got
yeah,
one,
good.
So is this
It's in the
winning
draw.
form?
One
Who's just got
maiden
one?
win.
Going to the Chalky Wheel
Nice.
State, going to Tazz's territory. Sorry,
Oh.
Tazz. Adelaide Race 8, number
That's
7.
okay.
Radagast. It's a Victorian horse. It's a Raider, but it's been just transferred over to the Grant Young stable 2 starts ago. Grant's had it for 1 run, which wasn't bad, wasn't great, but it was running against Itchy Barnson, and Itchy Barnson's not in this race. So I feel like Radagast at 31 skins, couple of gear changes. Grant Young's worked it out. We might be okay coming down the outside with a wet sail. Let's hope. Radagast. And you're just going to the easiest race in Australia, Lance, the Epsom.
Yeah, mate. Why not? He's 2 from 3 at the distance, but that's about it. Barrier 21 is a plus.
You fit right in, mate. You're fitting right in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
why
scared about the
We were having
barrier
a big
there,
trouble with them.
Lance. You're not scared about the barrier.
Yeah, I would have preferred 22, but we'll go with that.
Get a bit more clear running from 22, doesn't he?
That's right. That's right.
He should.
But
He
if
should be about.
democracy manifest wins,
He should be about midfield.
yeah,
Midfield. Do you think, Lance? Like 17 wide.
that's right. That sounds good. But Shin might be able to get him 6 wide, so we'll see how he goes.
Yeah, I don't mind them putting Blake Shin on him.
Is there any chance that you reckon Blake Shin might contact Shane Dye?
Oh,
I mean, Shane Dye's got experience on Viandacross when he was riding it out in the car park. So maybe he could say to Shane, what did you do wrong that I can do right?
Actually, I think Shane Dye's on the phone to all of them and they just hang up on him.
Good luck, one and all. As I said, these are the outsiders. It's a knockout. You know, you might
If they win, it's a
wear
knockout.
a couple of skins on Port Lockroy or get on the Pushy Quinella. That's the way. Now we get to the big match of the round. Here it is, the crescendo, the pinnacle, the peak.
Yeah, fine.
There it is, the
A big
Everest. the Holy Grail. And we got a great matchup, 1 and 2. The Lions sort of come home with a wet sail. They actually looked pretty good at the end of the year, whereas Port sort of went off the boil. I think we've got the 2 deserved teams in the comp. The Lions have paid their dues 5 years. They've been up and about. Collingwood were pretty stiff last year in a prelim against the Swannies by a point. Love Craig McRae. I've tipped the Pies all year. So before we get away, Pezza's gone. First goal scorer, Bobby Hill at 14 skins. The young GWS superstar. Be careful of his prostate. And, of course, Steel Sidebottoms kicked 9 goals in a TAC Cup grand final, and he had a pathetic grand final in 2018. So I reckon Steel's looking for redemption. So Steel up and about. I just hope that, what's his name? Tommy Berry. What's his name, Lance? Tommy Berry.
Who are you?
The winger.
Jared Berry. What's his name?
Zach, Tommy.
Zane Bailey.
Zane Bailey, that's right. Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne or whatever, I don't know. But I just hope Steel Sidebottom gets us away at a big price. But I tell you what, if I was a betting man, I would probably be on Kemi Rayner and Hugh McLuggage, but I'm not. I've got to stick with the Pies. Lance, take it away, mate.
Mate, well, Kelly Underwood calls him Lawrence McCarthy, but we'll go with Lincoln. I've got him at $19 he's gone out.
Yeah.
And but I also don't mind Justin DeGuy at 17s either, if you're a Pies supporter. And for a bit of value, he was $15, Huey McCluggage.
Yeah.
If he can hit the goals, he could do it. Who knows? Yeah, but
that's right.
Good luck to all. Hopefully it's a nice open final, not too much defence. Bit of kicking would be good.
Taz, what do we got, mate?
Well, I've just gone for the JD double, like I'm going to have tonight. Joey Danaher to kick the goals.
Jason
Joey Danaher to also, yes, absolutely, to also win the Norm Smith.
Release the
wow.
I just think that if it's going to be Brisbane, it will be. And what I'm hoping for, the last team to lose a preliminary final by 1 point got smashed in a grand final.
Oh.
I'm hoping history repeats itself.
Sydney last year.
They won a preliminary by 1 and got smashed in a grand final.
Wow.
So I'm hoping that history repeats itself.
That was our nightmare.
Oh. And the great man himself, here he is, Captain Good Looks.
Yes, this is me. I'm with you on this one, Taz. Joey Danaher to get the Lions off to a flyer kick in the first goal, running into the forward 50 and just goes bang straight through the big sticks. Jordan De Goey, favourite backers for Norm Smith medal. He's a big finals player. He just stands up. I mean, he was the Pies' best player on the field last week and sat the last 8 minutes on the bench.
Yeah.
He just stands up in finals, mate. He's nuggety, he's tough. He gets in and under. He gets a lot of ball, a lot of 1-2 give me. I'm on Jordan De Goey for the Norm Smith.
Okay. I like it. Now we get to the big dance, Tassie. We get to the big dance. We got yes or no, night grand final, day grand final. I think Twilight.
I'm happy to have both, but you know what you did forget?
Night grand final.
I think you forgot.
Twilight.
Yeah, I'm happy with both, but do you know the NRL and the AFL this year?
Yeah.
The top 2 teams through the course of the year are both playing off in the grand final. Not to undersell, the form of the Panthers and how good they've been going over a period of time, but 1 and 2 are playing 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I just hope that Brisbane wins, and living in Melbourne, it'll be the best.
What are you trying to say, Taz? At work, there are a few more Pie supporters than the Brisbane supporters in Hampton.
I'm saying I'm saying I know a lot of flogs.
Oh, there we go. Yes. Yeah. Well, being Captain Flog yourself, you should, surround yourself with people you know.
Oh, did you just see the facials change? How could you call me a flog with it?
Oh, what does that say? FLO flog.
Right. It says washed it.
Yeah.
That's enough from me.
Yeah. Okay.
I agree with you, Pezza. I'm in favour of a Twilight grand final for the AFL, same as the NRL does it, mate.
Yes, Lance.
Get everyone out and about, barbecues and drinks for the day, and then get into the footy at night.
Yep. fireworks,
Yeah.
consecutive fireworks.
Yeah.
There's no daylight saving, so that doesn't confuse me, so I'm happy.
Now we get onto the
daylight
game.
savings in Queensland.
Before we get onto the game, no Queensland, yeah, no way. Spewing if you live in Harvey Bay. But anyway, if you work across the border. But anyway, what do we think about the Brownlow boys? The Brownlow medal was won by what's his name, Lance? What does Kelly
Larry
Underwood
Neal.
call it?
Larry Neal. He goes good.
Larry Neal.
Larry
Neal.
Larry Neal won with a score of 32 votes and one of the most exciting counts in history, Tassie. We didn't know the winner until the last round and the last game. And Gil was up and about, wasn't he? He loved it.
It was fantastic and fantastic. I think worthy winner.
Yep.
Worthy winner. You know, Cripps was robbed. So was Curnow. Worthy winner. Larry Neal.
Larry Neal was robbed.
Yeah, well, he retired. I didn't even think he was going to. No, I think worthy winner. I don't care. And history books will say that this guy is a gun footballer.
Yep.
You talk the controversy, say whatever you like, but at the end of the day, if Shane Woden can win one, surely Lachie Neal deserves two.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
MArto, you're on the disagreeing. You're on the other side of this debate, unusual.
Yeah, look, unusually so. I don't know. I think it's
opposite
a
Tazz,
common voice at the moment.
It's pretty common.
Opposite Tazz, yes. Right. Yes, it is. Look, I just think that Lachie Neal got a couple of soft
taking us on a tour.
Votes. A couple of soft 3 votes. I mean, he's polling three votes in matches where he's getting 14 touches. Does that really happen? I don't know that the 4 umpiring system voting is actually working. I think it should be an independent committee, maybe past players, maybe the guys up in the radio boxes that can see the whole match and see everything that's happening. This just ends up with umpires voting their favourites, doesn't it? I mean, Lachie Neal, 14 touches, gets 3 votes. Errol Goulden, 42 touches, 2 goals, gets 1 vote. It doesn't add up to me.
I think everyone forgets about that Errol Goulden game. He did go at 57% effectiveness, so he did get it a lot. Push it a lot, but anyway, what do you think, Lance? Take it off the umpires.
Sorry, I just glazed over for a second, boys. Sorry about that.
Sorry, Lance.
Yeah. I think it's a good old-fashioned square up for Cripps last year, so I'll go with that. I was happy with the result. I'll leave it at that.
Being a Lions man, you're pretty happy with the result. Is that right?
Yeah, I'll go with that, mate. I think so.
Talk about a square up. Cripps gets like 22,000 votes, and he had probably one of the worst years of his career. Cripps.
He's a champion.
Oh, geez, we throw out the
He's right under the umpires' noses. He's a champion. He's under the umpires' noses. He's there getting the hard ball. Yes, he gets a hard tag. He's not dirty. He plays the ball, not the man. He deserves all the accolades he gets. That's all I can say. Do not bag Cripps.
Talking about a future champion, the Horn, Jason Horn, Justin.
How good did he go?
Did you see when he got the 3 votes for his 13 touches, MArto? He's given away
13 touches in a match.
He's given away 3.
No. How do you get 3 votes in a match like that?
He had no tackles.
No tackles, 13 touches. Like you said, 350-metre penalties against.
I haven't seen this since I was a kid. Like, when you throw the toys out with the toy box because you're having a tantrum. He picked up the ball and he threw it 30 metres past the guy.
Yes.
The umpire's like,
how is that?
Mate, I'll give you 3 at the end.
How is that best on ground?
I'll give you the square up.
How is that going to get you best on ground?
No. I did. Yeah. Sorry, MArto. I disagree about the time of the grand final. I agree with we should change it to a twilight. Red footy in the first half,
right?
Yellow footy in the second half. Let's go. I always said that. But I think that the umpires, the Brownlow medal is umpires, so I don't think we can get rid of it.
Right.
Yes.
I don't think we will. I just think.
As Taz said,
you're kicking back for a little nap, MArto.
It all comes out.
Sorry, MArto. Yeah, it does. Are we keeping MArto up at the moment?
I
Are
think
you
No,
okay
I got
there,
kicked
mate?
out. I got kicked out of the lounge room. The missus wants the lounge room side.
Oh,
got
that's all
kicked out.
right. I just thought maybe you're kicking back for a nap. I'm sorry. I didn't realise that you have a siesta.
wow.
It's a little
So,
5'4" and
yeah.
52 kilos, but I'll do what she says. Thanks very
Yeah,
much.
I mean,
tough. They're
you know,
built tough.
Bloody
Lance
hell.
is living it tough. You know, he's got no bars on the window, so
can't
he's
That's
safe
confidence.
easily. And you've just been moved from one room to the other. It's like, are you sure you blokes aren't both in the same jail?
No. I can't believe Lance hasn't got bars on the window living in downtown
No,
Icky. But that's that's how
Mate,
we
that's
roll.
confidence, if anything.
Yeah. Yeah. He
You
might
know what
be
it
like,
is?
remember Buddha up in Cairns? Buddha, one of our mates. We call him Buddha.
Buddha.
Yeah, he's still around here.
Yeah.
He lives in White Rock, which is, not the cleanest area in Cairns. And he leaves his car open.
Yes.
No,
Because, he doesn't want all the little
I just moved out that side.
He doesn't want all the little thieves to break his windows. They just open the door, steal his change, and then they leave it alone. He reckons it's, saves him a fortune on broken windows and,
Yeah,
leaves
that's exactly what he said. I just moved to Southside recently, and
Oh.
I caught up with him a week after I moved here.
Yeah.
And I said, mate, what's the break and enters like here? He said, well, they do happen. He said, but I leave my car unlocked so they don't break the windows. They just take the small change and go. He said, I leave my front door open because I got two staffies inside, and I thought,
right.
I'll attack him if they
Yeah. He's like inviting him in.
Mate. I said, that's great. Yeah.
And he can't believe it. Buddha
Come and get
said
me.
You know what?
they haven't taken his single of Samantha Fox, Touch Me. They still left it. I don't know what it is.
Lance, I've been told that in Ippy, if you're not scared, then they're scared of you.
Oh,
So is that what it is?
Oh,
Flipped it.
Yeah, we'll go with that. The reverse psychology. There's a lot of syllables in that for the locals, but yeah, maybe it does work.
So there you go. So
now, Lance, I know I have met your beautiful wife, the Spud Queen of Gatton, circa 1992.
Yep.
I don't think people would be running to your door, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's true. Well, the neighbours certainly don't. So yeah.
I think if you get caught by Laff, you might be in a bit of strife.
What about do they do roasts? Do they do nice roasts, Sunday roasts in Ippy? Because if she's the Spud Queen, then surely they'd be coming over and saying, what sort of potatoes should I put? Because there's all different types of potatoes.
That's right.
Yeah,
Is there a specific one? Could you find out for us?
I'll find out because how the potatoes were scarce for a while. They're still picking up again. So yeah.
Yeah, please have a word to her. I'd love to know what sort of potatoes. Because I don't mind a Sunday roast and getting the family around, and a good spud in a roast makes all the difference.
Yeah.
So have a word next week when you're back on again. Hopefully,
Yeah.
You can give us some feedback.
Yeah.
Too easy, mate. It's good. I've got some homework. I'll get some polish onto that for you.
Talking about polish, Lance,
Yes,
we loved having you on, and hopefully you can, when the stars and moons align, hopefully we can see you back because you are a gambling man having no bars on those windows. MArto, thanks for staying away.
Thank you for
That's it, brother.
Tazzy,
thanks for being gentle with me, boys. Thank you.
yeah, Taz, Jason,
It's
and
been great having you on, mate.
Argonauts tonight, presentation night. You're taking the young pup.
Yeah, I am.
Scared?
I'm going with my daughter. She's my date.
Yes.
She's my date, so it'll be an awesome night. Look, it'll be awesome for her because I think she'll get a little bit of attention, my daughter, which is lovely.
Yes.
It'll be awesome for me as well because I'll be broke buying her drinks, and also I'll stay sober, and it'll be a great night.
Yep.
But yeah,
Go the Argonauts.
it'll be a great night. That's it. Go the State 2 next year. State 2.
There we go.
Moving up.
And I just want a final message, boys. A tip and points, if you can. I'm going the Pies by 39.
39.
Yeah.
I'd say Collingwood by 8 points.
Ooh, yeah. Tazzy?
Head says Collingwood by 3 goals. Hart says Brisbane by 9.
9 goals.
Blow them away.
9 goals. Seriously, that's what I want. I want Collingwood to get smashed. I want them to get humiliated. I
Oh,
want
I think
every
we all do.
Collingwood supporter lining up at chemists on Sunday morning getting antidepressant tablets. That's what I
Taz,
want.
I think Taz needs the bars on the window. I think after that statement, they'll find him. And I don't think Collingwood know where Hampton is, though. That's a plus.
No, there's no Collingwood supporters around here. But you know how I work for the government, the area that I work with, there are a lot of Collingwood supporters on welfare.
A lot of gentrification.
That's right. But anyway, good. Look, as long as it's a safe game, no one gets hurt, no one gets killed. It's it'll be enjoyable.
Lance.
I love your passion there, Taz. That's sensational. I'm going to go Lions by 14.
Hey, there we go. I tell you what, should be rocking and rolling Saturday night at EPA if the Lions get over the Pies in a dominant display. I tell you what, the Spud Queen and Cup will be up and about.
Stand straight. I'll send you a photo.
She'll be flying. All right, boys. Thanks very much. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it as always. Good luck to our tips on the weekend. Nobody cares because grand finals on. But Taz, massive
news. Talk to me.
We might have someone that's going to try and support the page and support you, the PaLTI familiar, the peeps, the Palmy. Exciting news that we might be able to launch in the next couple of days, the next 24 hours. We will be contacting quite a few of you guys, but hopefully we will have a link up. And very excitingly, we might be an affiliated account when somebody, as in a bookmaker, might be trying to support us and actually offering a little bit of love to people who open an account with them. Hush, hush.
Wow. One of the corporates has thrown some common sense.
VIP.
Yeah, look, that'll be absolutely. No, look, that's fantastic news because we've been doing this a while. It's never been about us, to be honest.
Shows.
I mean, that's right. I mean, we enjoy the banter, we enjoy getting together, but it's never really been about us. It's always been about what we can provide.
Yep.
And if we can provide this to the PaLTI Palmy, then everyone's a winner. And you know what? They can also put a line through our tips and still win if they get on board.
So hopefully we'll be launching competitions, we'll be launching lots of stuff, and hopefully we'll get some merch going. And of course, the big thing, Taz, is our dream of becoming a syndicate or syndication where we can have a dog running around.
Yes, get into a horse.
Or a horse. So
or a dog.
This could be, you guys, if they grow, we grow. And of course, hopefully you guys get a lot back in return, being a VIP on the start, on the first step of their journey. Hopefully we can become great. Like
Pezza?
Yes.
Great news. Great
Pezza
news.
Great news.
Do we still, I mean, I don't know if this is out of line, but if there's anyone that's already booked their rec leave or long service leave or annual leave to head down to Warrnambool and you are part of this group, let us know, because word has it that there could be a few people from PaLTI there actually showcasing merch at that stage if we haven't already got it.
No.
So if anyone's going to Warrnambool,
if anyone's going to the Bull next May, the start of next May, there might be a surprise guest from Japan. And if you want to have a beer with Pez, there might be more exciting news to go. But anyway, we're going to launch. We're going to let you know who it is and what it is. Please support and let's get behind it. And then, of course, everything's going to filter back to you guys anyway. So instead of giving you the money to those faceless corporate bastards, let's give the money to PaLTI so we can give it back. All right.
100%. 100%.
And of course,
great news.
Lance needs some money because he needs bars quickly.
True, boys, yes.
Yeah.
I'll take Rio.
Some cable ties in Rio. All right, love you guys. Here we go. Hooray, tie through it. Go.
Salute.
Thanks very much.
Thanks,
Good luck, everyone.
Thanks again.
Bye.